Discipline begins with the small things. Imagine this: a man who dreams of a forest yet refuses to plant a single tree. Discipline is planting that first tree, knowing that the forest will not come in a day or even a year, but believing in the value of small actions repeated over time. Every day he waters it, nourishes it, and cares for it. Some days are sunny, some are stormy, yet he tends to his work. And one day, perhaps many years later, he stands amidst a forest. The man does not ask when the trees will grow. He simply trusts in the process. When I first entered the monastery, I remember feeling a sense of impatience. The life of a monk is simple, repetitive, filled with tasks that might seem mundane to an outsider. And yet, as I swept the courtyard each day, as I tended to the gardens and practiced meditation, I began to understand a profound truth. Discipline is the quiet force that molds a person from the inside out. It is through discipline that one learns to be steadfast, to weather storms, and to hold steady to a vision, even when others cannot see it. Discipline begins with the small things. Imagine this: a man who dreams of a forest yet refuses to plant a single tree. Discipline is planting that first tree, knowing that the forest will not come in a day or even a year, but believing in the value of small actions, repeated over time. Every day he waters it, nourishes it, and cares for it. Some days are sunny, some are stormy, yet he tends to his work. And one day, perhaps many years later, he stands amidst a forest. The man does not ask when the trees will grow. He simply trusts in the process. But discipline is not only in the doing, it is also in the choosing. It is saying no to distractions that pull us from our path. Today, we are surrounded by endless distractions, a constant stream of voices and images that lure us away from our purpose. But if you are to achieve something meaningful, you must learn to choose wisely, for discipline is as much about what we do as what we choose not to do. When a sculptor begins his work, he does not start with a masterpiece. He starts with a rough block of stone. Each day, he carves a little more, chiseling away the unnecessary to reveal the vision within. Discipline is the chisel that reveals our true selves. With each action, with each moment of resistance against what is easy, we shape the life we desire. There was a young man who once came to our monastery. He wanted to learn discipline, but he was restless, always eager to reach the next level, always searching for shortcuts. He believed discipline would bring him success overnight. So, I gave him a simple task. Each morning he was to carry a single bucket of water from the river to the garden. Nothing more. After some weeks he came to me, frustrated. "What is the point of this task?" he asked. I told him to look at the path he had walked every day. Where once there was dirt and scattered rocks, now there was a smooth trail, a pathway carved out through his daily effort. That young man learned that discipline does not show results immediately, yet with time, it leaves a mark. And so it is with all of us. Our daily actions shape our lives, even if we do not see the results right away. Discipline teaches us patience and trust in ourselves. If there is something you wish to achieve, start today. Begin with a small, humble step, something that may seem insignificant on its own. Tend to that action, nurture it, and watch it grow. Let go of impatience, for true change is born from consistency, not from hurried action. So my friends, ask yourself, what is the path you wish to create? And what small step will you take today to walk upon it? Discipline is not a punishment, nor a test of willpower. It is a practice of love and dedication, one that allows us to become the truest versions of ourselves. Take the first step today, tend to it tomorrow, and the day after that. In time, you will look back and find that you have created something beautiful, something lasting. This is the power of discipline. It is yours to hold, yours to use, and yours to master.